Yo guys, Brad, back with another video on my channel. I know it's been a while and the last one was, I'm pretty sure, an ins and outs video explaining who we should get rid of, who we should keep. Go check that out if you haven't already. But today I'm here with a new one. Today I'm going to be explaining my view because we're getting relegated and there's no stopping it. I'm just going to swipe the notification away. Right. Today I'm going to be explaining 5 things that the Premier League does better than the EFL Championship. The number one thing that the Premier League does better than the EFL Championship, and this is the most obvious by far, is the quality of players. Now, no disrespect, but I thought of two clear examples in my head. From a neutral perspective, if you're not supporting either of these 4 teams, who would you rather spend money on? Rotherham versus Reading, or Manchester City versus Manchester United, or Man City versus Chelsea, for example? The quality of players, John Taylor and Nelson Oliveira, or Sergio Aguero and Eden Hazard. The quality is loads better players. That's one thing. The second thing I believe that the Premier League does better than the Championship is stadiums. Now, I don't know a lot about this quite a few. Now, the stadiums in the Prem that I've been to, Huddersfield obviously. Old Trafford's not United game, Soccer Aid, but it's still Premier League stadium and it's a good one. Manchester City's, I've been to the Etihad, I've been to Brighton's, I've been to Watford's, I've been to Everton's. Everton was one of the worst out of all of them. That is a bad stadium, but it's one bad of very few stadiums that are bad. One very few bad stadiums, because there aren't many, and the quality of stadiums is much better in the Premier League. Obviously, if a club has been in the Premier League, for example like Portsmouth, and then they've plummeted down divisions, then obviously I understand that their stadium will be really good, but they'll be in a lower league. But yeah, the quality of stadiums for the most in the Prem is brilliant. Now the third thing the Prem does better than the Championship, this one is subjective. The other two, particularly the first one, is there's no question in it, but the third one is subjective, but I do believe it is a thing, and that I believe the kits are better in the Premier League. I don't know what it is, I just think, more money's spent on designing and making, more thought's gone into it, and I just think the kits, they're of a higher quality, they look nicer, and they just seem better. And that's no disrespect to Championship clubs, but the kits are better in the Premier League than the Championship, and that it's obviously subjective. If you don't agree with that, no hate, but I just believe, since as a Town fan we've been in both, I believe our kits were better in the Premier League, so yeah. Now the fourth thing that the Premier League does better than the Championship is the quality, not the quality of players this time, but the football that's played. Now, there's many different styles in football. I'd say there's more that are used in the Prem because it's more competitive. Well, not more competitive, that's the wrong word to use. More intense. There's more you're fighting. In the Premier League, you're constantly fighting. As a small team, you can't play second gear like City do. You have to play first gear, flat out every game. As a Premier League team, in the Championship, you might be able to get away holding a draw at Stoke away by playing in second gear with a couple of youth players on. But in the Premier League, it's not going to work. This is why, obviously, there's a couple of Leeds youngsters that are coming onto the scene. I'm not going to hate specifically on Leeds just because I'm a Town fan, but they may not cut it in the Premier League. It's okay doing it against Norwich and Rotherham and, Millwall, Brentford, the list goes on, but can they do it against teams like Everton and Watford, teams outside the top 6 that are mid-table clubs? I think Everton and Watford and Wolves will tear them to shreds if they're playing youth players. So, you know, for me, the football that's played in the Prem, especially last year, we got to witness what the Centurions could do. It was magnificent. Like, I don't know how we went to the Etihad and scraped a draw. It was unreal. But the way that City played football last year and this year, but mainly last year, was just, it's sublime, the football that they played. And I don't think we'll see football like that for a couple of seasons, or unless they break the bank and spend some money on some top players like they did do in that summer window. Now the fifth thing that the Premier League does better than the EFL Championship is the glory. Now, the Championship, obviously, the only thing you can achieve when you're in the Championship is either automatic promotion of the league or promotion through the playoffs. Everything else is just, you don't achieve now, but you don't lose now. You can finish in higher positions, but you're not going anywhere. Apart from relegation, obviously, but that is not an achievement. But glory is a lot higher in the Premier League, I think. I think if you win the Championship, yeah, you're a good team. You've won it at a trophy out of 24 teams. But if you win the Premier League, you go down in history forever. Leicester will be will go down in history for the team that won it. But I'm pretty sure, from a neutral perspective again, who are they going to remember more? When Wolves won the league in the Championship, or when Leicester did it? They're going to remember Leicester because it means more, and there's much more glory to win in the Premier League, and that is why I believe it is a thing that's better than the Championship. Obviously, these 5 things are just my opinion, with some of them being objective, some of them being subjective. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, no hate please, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I've been quiet for too long.